You know, I might skip the intro today, YouTube. Just let y'all know I'm back here with another sport topic. But this was not a topic. This was kind of a rant. You know, I'm an Orlando Magic fan. I'm not going to lie. I've been a Magic fan since 2001 when I first seen Tracy McGrady. And I've been a Magic fan ever since. I've been through the rough years when Dwight Howard was a rookie, to Dwight Howard leading us to the finals, to Dwight Howard deciding to leave us to go to LA. And in the 5 years since then, we haven't made the playoffs since Dwight Howard has left the Orlando Magic organization. And we have been picking in the lottery, drafting Victor Oladipo, Aaron Gordon, trading for Alfred Payton, and drafting Mario Hezonja, who I think is probably the biggest bust in Magic's history as a draft pick. But it will remain to be seen. But then tonight happened. And YouTube, I gotta sit here and tell you how angry I am. I don't think I've ever been more mad during a draft pick than I am right now. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm didn't have my picks. I wanted us to take point guard Dennis Smith. I thought he had the potential to be the best player of the draft in years to come. I thought that he would be a franchise player, a person either he could be a star or someone who is capable of turning Aaron Gordon to a star. And that's who I wanted. But I was of the mind and belief that they were going to fall in love with Malik Monk's shooting, which I still have problems with, and draft him to bring him. Oh no, but they didn't do that. They drafted Jonathan Isaac, the 6'10 small forward out of Florida State with the 6th overall pick. And you know what? I'm mad about it. I'm damn mad about it. You know why? Because I don't see any star potential. I'm sorry, Jonathan Isaac and your family and friends, but I watched you in the tournament, and I didn't see anything. Nothing really stood out to me. Nothing really impressed me. I watched some of your highlights. I see you have shot blocking capabilities. You have a nice size, but you have a small frame to play the small forward position. Now I know people like, hey, Kevin Durant had a small frame, but you know what? Kevin Durant was a scorer. I heard comparisons to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant averaged 35 points at the University of Texas. Jonathan Isaac averaged 12. This team needs scoring. What kind of scoring is that? I don't see him being any better than any player we have right now. So I don't understand. It doesn't make basketball sense. If you're going with the best player available, you should have went with Dennis Smith. If you want to go with scoring, even though I don't trust the scoring, you could have went with Malik Monk. But no, you go with Jonathan Isaac. You go with the size of Jonathan Isaac. What star capability is that? Now, I'm going to sit back here and I'm going to let y'all know something. Because I'm not going to act like I'm smarter than everybody and I always got things right. In 2004, when we had the first #1 overall pick, we were looking at Dwight Howard and Jaleel Okafor. And I'm sorry, not Jaleel Okafor. This is right. And I sat back, and that's who I wanted. He just came off a national championship with Connecticut. He was the best player of Connecticut. And that's who I wanted in the draft. And it was Omeka Okafor. I'm sorry, I said Jamil Okafor. It was Omeka Okafor. I knew I had the name wrong. It was Omeka Okafor. My bad. I wanted Omeka Okafor. That's how angry I am. I'm mixing people's names up. I wanted Omeka Okafor because he was the best player of the national championship team, and we decided to go with the 18-year-old Dwight Howard, the small, skinny 6'9", 6'10" center. Well, at that time, power forward from high school. And I thought that was crazy because you chose a kid over a person who just won national championship. He was the best player of a national championship team. It turned out to be the right decision because Dwight Howard goes on to win 3 Defensive Player of the Years in a row, also leading us to the finals and our first ever finals victory as a win. Because when Shaq went, we got swept. At least they made 5. They made 5, still no better, but at least he actually got a finals win. And I also did some research. Do you know, unless the team was under the leadership of Shaq in the 90s or Dwight in the 2000s, they never won a playoff series. Before Shaq got here, they never won a play. They never been to the playoffs. Shaq gets here, they go to the playoffs, get swept. The next year they go to the playoffs and go to the finals. The next year they lose in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Bulls. Shaq leaves. They don't make the playoffs. Their team leads into the playoffs in back-to-back years, but they don't win. Don't win a playoff series. They miss the playoffs, then they pick up Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady goes to the playoffs 3 years in a row. They don't win the playoff series. Tracy McGrady falls out, doesn't make the playoffs his last year here. He gets traded. We end up with the first pick and draft Dwight Howard. 2 years go by, Dwight doesn't make the playoffs. The next time, Dwight makes it to the playoffs, gets swept in the first round. The year after that, he sweeps. I forgot who he swept. And they make it to they win their first playoff series. And then they go on the year after that, make it to the NBA Finals. The year after that, they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And then the next 2 years, they lose in the first round because the second time Dwight gets hurt before they even make the playoffs, and then they haven't made the playoffs since then. So under Shaq and Dwight Howard, only 2 players that led their team, led the Orlando Magic to a playoff victory series. So you can sit back and tell me that Jonathan Isaac could end up growing up to be the next Dwight Howard, the next Kevin Durant, Chris Porzingis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, you can sit there and tell me that. He grew up as a guard, kind of like Anthony Davis, had a growth spurt in high school and grew 8 inches. So you're telling me he has guard-like skills? I get all that. You can tell me and sell me on that upside all you want to. But I watched the play. I watched him play and I was not impressed. 12 points? 12 points. He was even the best player of Florida State. They had him ranked as the 10th best player on the board, and we took him 6th overall? I don't get it. I don't understand it. What are you doing? And then I don't see how he fits this offense. Because I don't really think he's a small forward. I think he's a power forward. Now, we've already tried to put Aaron Gordon at the small forward position. It didn't work. That's the reason why, after they traded Serge Ibaka, he started playing better because he plays better as a 4. Keep him as a 4. So you're going to play Jonathan Isaac at the 3 now? Is that what you're going to play? I know you played the 3 in college. Is you going to play the 3 in the NBA? I don't know. I don't see him as that. I don't see him as a center. You're gonna play him as a stretch forward, maybe put him in at center? I don't know. So what are you doing? I need to know, what is this direction? I don't understand what this direction. Like I said, I got mad love for EP. But don't fall in love with those triple-doubles. He was 3rd in the NBA with triple-doubles. The Magic still won the lottery, people. They still weren't nowhere near a contender in the East. Not the West, the East. For a playoff spot. And you're going to sit here and tell me? Like, I like EP, but he doesn't have star capability. Dennis Smith has star capability. So I don't understand what they were doing. I don't understand. It does not make basketball sense. But I think they just fell in love with his size. I think they fell in love with his size in the league because our new general manager and our new president of basketball operations, they like size and they like length. And I think that's what they fell in love with. Now, I'm an Orlando Magic fan, and I'm going to wait and see how it gets. I'm not going to root against Jonathan Isaac, so don't get it twisted. Don't make it seem like I'm just going to be fully against Jonathan Isaac. Like I said, at first I didn't want Dwight Howard. And then when I seen what Dwight Howard grew to be, and he became my favorite player, who knows, Jonathan Isaac could. He could grow to be the best player on the Magic. He can grow to be a star. I don't see him as a star. I don't see no star capability on this team except maybe Aaron Gordon. And I think he needs assistance just to be a star, to be quite honest with you. I don't think he's a star in his own right outside of being a dunker. And that's the reason why I think he needs like someone to help him be a star, a point guard that can threaten by shooting, that he has a shooting threat that can get him the ball. Like a Dennis Smith. Like a Markelle Fultz. Like Alonzo. Somebody like that. If Jason Tatum would have failed, I would love Jason Tatum on this team. But like I said, I'm not going to root against Jonathan Isaac. Jonathan Isaac, if you're watching this, don't get this twisted. I'm going to root for you because you are Orlando Magic. And I'm going to root for you. And I'm going to want you to succeed. Heck, I want you to be Rookie of the Year. I want you to prove me wrong. I hope you become that guy that you were drafted to be. And then we look back and like, man, he was the best player in this draft. He should win #1 overall. I would love for that to happen. So, I'm not here to bash you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the organization. Because I don't see what direction this organization is going in. I don't see what kind of identity that we have. Orlando Magic, Northern Florida, get it together. Get it together. You, at one point, were the fan favorite of the state of Florida. Now you're the laughing stock. And don't blame me just because LeBron went to Miami. It's more than that. You've done this to yourself by not offering Shaq a $100 million contract in the 90s, by making the wrong decisions to pair up with Tracy McGrady, by not putting any help to Dwight Howard as far as superstar help, by bad managing and coaching and draft picks in the future that you've done recently in the past 5 years. Organization Orlando Magic, get it together. Because as of right now, no one cares. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment if you haven't already. I'm taking debates. So if anybody want to debate me, if you want to debate me on this topic right here, you can. Just you have to be a subscriber, and then comment and let me know that you wanna be on, and you want to debate. I'll let you know what you gotta do from there. And like I said, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna have a reaction to the draft, and I'm gonna have a better breakdown of the Orlando Magic. Oh yeah, that's coming too. So because they have the 25th pick as well. I'm gonna wait to do a better breakdown for them in general. Because this is just a mini rant. I'll see y'all later.